All right. Hey, everybody. Oh, man. 17.78 metric. Morphy, how you doing? Hello, everybody. All right, man. Oh, it's Pulse. Okay. Man, I wish this worked better. I don't know if it's just that it's an old iPad or if the app sucks. All right, there we go. Cool. Man. So. Oh, well, hold on. Oh, just getting. I can get that. All right. Oh, shall we? Hey, come here. Come here. I want to see you. Well, can I have your ball? I'm going to try it. Ready? Oh, I missed. Oh, no, I got it. All right. Oh, boy, howdy. All right, so I got all kinds of stuff to do today, man. All kinds of stuff. Eileen, how you doing? Nimble, Avatar Song? Niffler, hello? Oh, no, that was from last night. I don't know if Niffler's here yet. Oh, goodness gracious, man. All right, so I've got a lot to try to get done. And then I also have to clean up satisfactorily because you can see grass right here, right now, but it won't be by the time the stream's done. All right, so let's see. I have flattened, what is this, 5 boards? All of these are flat, but I have to edge them still. So it'll be on the table saw. That'll be the first thing we do. And then I'm also going to resaw them, which means to cut them sort of across their thickness, like I did with these here. So then you end up with the thickness that I want, or thereabouts, and then a thin strip otherwise. And this I can use for like a veneer or, I don't know, splines or something else. But it just felt like a waste to plane the whole thing down to that thickness. So we ended up just cutting it. Okay. What's the temperature in here right now, man? 41. Nice and toasty. All right. So, I think I'm going to take just a second to, well, I'm edging the wood. Well, I don't have a jointer, so we have to do some shenaniganry. Well, actually, and speaking of not having a jointer, what can you guys see right now? Can you see this? All right, kind of. So what I actually have to do is to flatten the board, I hot glue it to this piece of melamine, because this melamine I know is flat, right? So I can use shims and hot glue so that it's not rocking, so that it is flat, and then I'm essentially using this as a reference piece to then get the top flat, and then I pop it off of the melamine and then flip it over and run it through again, and that's how you flatten boards without a jointer. That's annoying. But so I've got walnut and red oak that is already set to go, and then I've got more red oak, and then I've got cherry, Paduke, maple, and purple heart that I want to then go through. Yeah. Hey, Si, how are you? What are you working on? A cribbage board for my parents. Okay. Oh, that's actually pretty good framing. Good job, me. But first I need to finish milling up this lumber here. So for now, do I need the planer anymore right now? Need that close up as in I'm out? No. I'm scruffy looking and I don't like it. All right. These can go here. Hi, Toaster. I miss you. So, No, I did all of the flattening on Monday, and gosh, is that just a lot of dust. Whew. And what doesn't help is that I'm using this hose for the jointer, and it's, put it this way, the jointer itself has a 4-inch a 4-inch hose diameter by default. This is perhaps not enough, but it's what I have. Can I get that close up with you telling Baggio to play dispatch? Dude, actually, there's no way he doesn't already want to, right? Also, I haven't seen him stream in a little while. I don't know if I've just missed it. I must send him a message today being like, hey, brother, hope you're okay. The fucking printer, god damn it. Whatever, I'm just gonna leave it. No, I really can't leave it. You took last week off? Gotcha, okay. Maybe that's it. That makes sense. And because then also the week before, then I was really busy. All right. We've got, so I think actually I'm done with hot glue stuff too. So I can clean up here for a tick. Hold on, what I'll do is aim you up slightly. I don't know if that was sufficient. But I'm starting to run out of time for these if I want to get them as Christmas presents. So I gotta really get moving. There's a lot that I want to do. I should have probably cleaned up before I started streaming, but that's okay. Fine, don't worry about it. Oh, this is from, yep. Working on your monthly newsletter, nice. Cleaning crew. Forgot how bougie Sai is. Wish I had a cleaning crew. Well, my brother just did get a cleaning robot, and that's certainly a step in the right direction. All right, so I'm gonna bring this over here because I want to keep everything by the garage door sort of separated. In that regard, I'm gonna move these two. These are like, they're not quite as good as like roller feeds that I have. Like I've got one roller, but my dad gave these to me when I was there last. And with the first time that I ever used it, it immediately broke one. The metal handle here broke off. Yeah, it's right here. Just broke off. Sheared clean off. Jeez. It works. I wish that I had more of, like I've got these guys. This is what I want to get more of. But the roller, better. We'll be using this. Oh, okay. Also, everything is covered in dust right now. I had a small issue where I clogged the Cyclone collection and did not realize it at first. Actually, I clogged the Cyclone collection doing the operation that we're about to do. So that'll probably happen again, so I have to keep an eye on it. But yeah, and then everything went everywhere and I didn't realize it because it was kind of in the zone. Where do these, I know these fit in here. There we go. I don't know what this music is at all. I just wanted something neutral, so I was like, oh, alternate rock. Do it. Did you guys? Oh, I don't know if that was on stream. Yeah, it was. I just looked over and saw it. So like I said, the desk got clogged. That was a lot of Padook. Excellent. That was kind of fun, actually. Let's do it the other way. Yeah, there we go. All right. Gotta get better dust collection. Oh, boy. Only responsible people prepare for a stream. I understood that reference. All right. Well, haven't done anything yet. I'm already full of sawdust. Okay, so let me. Actually, no. Tick just a tick more. Organize this. Oh boy. All right. Putting you guys here. Good, good. I want to get a good close-up on the actual operation here. I'll probably actually put you over there and then face you this way. All right, you're moving. Meow. Woo. Ah, shit. All right. I don't know if that's the angle that we're going to end up wanting to use, but we're going to use for now. Oh, man. The more and more I do this, the more and more I just wish that I had not even necessarily more space, but just like my own space that way I could not worry about getting in front of other people's stuff. Okay. Let's okay. So we've got all the walnut done. Well, not all the walnut, but the walnut that I have right now done. We've got plenty of extra wood. Then I'll just work down this. Actually, what I'll do, let's separate these strips from the veneers I got. Should almost throw these veneers inside or something. I feel like they're going to get a little warpy on me. All right. Winter came in hard and early. Yeah, I think it's still fall, technically. This is bullshit. Okay, so now it's 1 inch from the edge of this to the blade. Fish boy, how you doing? And this piece is 4 inches-ish. So what I got to do is then set my tapering jig for a little bit more than 3 inches. We'll start there. That might be too much. Oops, unlock these. This way. There we go. Lock it into the miter slot. Tighten that one up a little bit. Go over this side. Clean up the crap. This one. Back again. Double check. Tighten that down even more. Okay. Had a cold since Thanksgiving. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that, brother. Ouch. Just I currently have, yeah, that'll work. I have a thin rip blade in there. That'll work. And then lock this in here. I might have to give just a little bit more. No, it might work. I'm gonna try it right here. All right. Oh, I thought it. Oh, I did just break it. There's no fucking way. Is that a joke? Jesus Christ, dude. No fucking way. It's not that cold in here. Oh. All right, well, I'm going to try to fudge this, get it to work still. That'll work. All right. God damn it, fucking everything's breaking. Hey, why not? How you doing? Been summoned to court on the 30th? Oh, swell. There's another part of the whole thing. Oh, there it is. Fucking thing shattered. Let's see if I can put these in a plastic bag or something and see if I can print one maybe? I don't know, maybe I just try to, too much clamping pressure or something? I don't know. Oh, really, Fishblade? Oh, gosh. Oh, so you're, okay, so you're not, I thought it was jury duty. Gotcha, gotcha. Well, I wish you a little luck on that one then. I don't get drunk driving, man. I don't get it. Okay. All right. Come on. Okay. Extension cord. It's important. There. No. Damn it. Okay. Just about to do something. Boom. Got summons in the mail? That's interesting. Okay. How long is this piece? Looks long. Okay. All right. Saw going on. Oh, you know what? I got to turn off my heaters. That's going to be an issue today, I'll tell you what. Well, actually, especially Saturday. It's supposed to be like high of -1 or some nonsense. All right. Air going on. And let's get aboard. Everything. Take the saw with the piece in. All right, well, here's the first one. Well, spool. Can't imagine, you know? I guess I maybe should. Tip that edge just a little bit on that board. All right. Edge one piece of maple. This one's a little bigger. But you can see how rough this edge is. And that's what we're cleaning up, right? Because now we have this as a reference. I know that this is flat. I know that this is 90. So we're using that to then make it perfectly square on that corner. All right. Oh, you know, I am going to use that, the planer later. All right, so let's figure on, like 4 7/8. Is that going to be right? Right about there. Oh man, hope everybody's having a good day, by the way. Happy Thursday. The grand larceny case, gosh. Oh, sure, yeah, Wolfie, now I remember what you're talking about. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Oh, well, what do I do now? happened with the tapering jig. My handle's in my way. What I can do, probably put this here for now. It's a little goofy, but it'll work. All right, try this again. Wait. That's not what I said. If I said 4 7/8, right? That's not what that was just at. Maybe I didn't tighten it. All right, looking good. Make sure that goes down fine. Yeah, it's fine. All right. Whatever. Okay. I seem to have messed up. And is, oh, because it is 4 7/8. Yep, got it. So 3 7/8. Nailed it. And that's why this was in the way. Ay, ay, ay. 3 7/8. That's a friggin'. I might keep this here, actually. Because we do have, actually, now that I'm looking at it, the Purple Heart and the Cherry over there might be pushing the limits of this thing. Well, we'll figure it out when we get there. Okay, 3 7/8. 3 7/8. 3 7/8. Because we have to subtract an inch. Assistant executioner. I don't know if that means that you get to use a chainsaw, but boy, do I like using a chainsaw. All right. Oops, put the wood in there first, huh? All right. Try this again. This jig is pretty good, but there's just a little bit of play in the miter bar and not my favorite. I even put some tape in there to try to make up for it, and it was not enough. You could probably try to put more tape, maybe. Okay, this is the broken one. God, this sucks. I can't believe it fucking broke. Oh, no, that's too tight. Ouch. Breaking stuff all the time. Okay. Not qualified for chainsaws? What do you mean? Well, I stand there and hold something. Do you have to have a qualification, or you're just saying that you just don't know how to use them? Which would be fine. I just wasn't sure. Okay. Think you might want to move to Illinois because there's so many fish clubs? I don't know if I recommend it. I do miss the Chicago area, though. All right. Let's try this again. I need to turn dust collection on. So on. Breaker broke. So on again. Oh, good. All right, 2 down. Yeah, there we go. Pretty clean. Oh, maybe clean. Oh, no, clean except for right there. That sucks. Hopefully that's okay. We are edging the wood. And breaking stuff. That's what else we're doing. No, I broke one of the clamps on my jig here. Probably fine. All right. 2 down. Okay, now I gotta figure out if we can get the Purple Heart in there. Clamp too hard? I mean, I guess, but like, I didn't feel like I was. And it's not like it's cold, but it's not that cold. But yeah, so there's like a little piece right here that holds this in place into one of the it's called a knuckle clamp, into one of these little areas, and it just fucking thing shattered when I tried to do it. All right, so this one is Purple Heart. That's a naturally purple wood. It's also very, very dense. So it'll be kind of a challenge just by that. All right. So, yeah, so this is like 7 7/8. So I put it at like, what, 7? 7? I guess 7 7/8. It is so cool, and this is freshly cut. When Purple Heart is freshly cut, wait here, hold on. Where's I've got alcohol somewhere, like isopropyl alcohol. If you ever want to see what wood's going to look like after it's been treated and after it's been finished. Whoops, stop. Okay, well, there it is. It is super, super pretty. One of my favorites. But when you first cut it, it sort of loses a little bit of its luster, and then it kind of slowly gets it back. It's sort of weird. And then if it's in the sun too much, it'll actually turn brown. Okay, so we got just shy of 7/8. All right. Okay. Woo. Yeah. Okay. Is this going to get in the way? Okay, try this again. So, yeah, so this is the process of jointing without a jointer, essentially. Bend that up a little bit, go to the other side. There. And then up just a little bit, check through the middle here. Looking good, looking good. I'm actually going to tighten it up just a little bit more over here. Hold on, let's get this over. That done. Side again. There we go. And I think this is the one that I wanted to use as reference. I don't think it's going to be an issue, but I'm going to wipe off. The alcohol is good because it dissolves quickly, but also I ended up spraying a bunch because I wasn't coming out at first. There's also some tear out right here. So wait, hold on, let me think. I want to put this in this way, so I want to do it this way. Yep, there we go. So all that this tapering jig does is allows me to use the flatness of the board that I've already planed as a reference to try to make the rest of it square. Yeah, and this is super not square, so I might end up having to take more than one pass, which is fine. All right. All right. This one's not clamped down hard enough. And it's the broken one. Ugh. Yeah, so it's sort of bowed, and that's why we're jointing it, so that it's going to be flat. Nice and square to the long flat side. Creeps. Oh, I'm so annoyed, dude. I actually have other knuckle clamps. I could try to it doesn't really release like I want it to. Fucking thing shattered in my hand. It's crazy. Okay. Yeah, still not tight enough. I know, bitch. Okay, yep, that we're gonna have to. Okay. Ouch. So the problem is that there is a spring underneath this, right? And I'm not able to very easily adjust it or clamp it, which are sort of the two things you want to clamp to be able to do, for the record. Okay, without the other wood in there, I was able to adjust it. Hopefully that'll work. Also, that old Paduke that I had, I was worried about there being UV damage sort of throughout. It ended up being just fine as soon as I cleaned it.
Hey guys.
Nice bright coloration.
Still here, 5 years, baby, 5 years, 5 years.
And one of the reasons that I'm clamping this so much is because this is such a dense wood. That's really going to be a problem. Boy, when I'm clamping this, it's pushing it out. That's not right. All right, whatever. I'm just going to roll with it. Hey, Sophie, how are you? You just like clamps. No. Thank you for 71 months, Sophie. Appreciate you. Hold on, I just... when you don't have good dust collection and you have an apron, this happens. All right. Okay. Nope, hold on. How is the weather? Right now we're good, but it should be hitting us pretty soon. As the stream happens, it should start coming down. I know my brother normally bowls on Thursdays, so we'll see if he ends up going that. Gosh, this is heavy. Boy, that's more than I want to take off, strictly speaking. God damn it, dude. If I did it this way, no, that's not gonna work. Crocheting a sweater, that's awesome. I'd rather have to take multiple passes than chop off too much of a wood that's like $17 a board foot. All right. Okay. All right, try this again. Oh, just finished wrapping Christmas presents. Jesus. On top of it. Okay, now I gotta try to split the difference. on this bow. You guys probably can't even see it. It is pretty dang subtle. Hope that's going to be tight enough. All right, we're going to start there. If I have to adjust it, then I have to adjust it. Ideally, these really can't move. But we'll hopefully get a little closer than where we're at right now. Okay, that looks good. All right, dust collection on. So on, and let's put the dust. Going as slow as I can. Now we've got a bunch of purple dust everywhere. Okay. So now this side is perfectly straight. Oh, by the way, remember I was saying that it does change color over time? This side has a corner that was not planed, and normally it's a little bit closer to this color right here. Oh, all right. Man, there's some damage on this one. We're like a little bit of a crack happening right here. Not great. Okay. And, well, actually, I tell you what, I'll clean off our dust. Okay. So, let's see what. Yeah, I think I'm going to use this one. And then I'm going to have to actually take a pretty aggressive cut on this one. There's lots of sort of tear out from whatever milled it up initially. So I want to get rid of that. I'm not exactly making a live edge something or another. Okay. Oh, I got to measure. Derp. Skipping a step. The rack and pinion of the saw, normally I don't approach it from this side. There's like a little hook that keeps on grabbing onto my apron. Hey, Nifla. Oh yeah, so this one's even bigger. So this one's 7 3/8. Yeah. We'll put it at like 6 3/8. What am I making? Sophie, if you look in the Discord, you will hopefully find, but the answer is, the answer is a cribbage board for my parents. All right. Well, you know, I said, let me take just a little bit more off. Because I want to get all that rough edge off. What's fun is the wood shop supply store. It's more than just a like a sawyer. But they offer a discount on short boards, which is all I'm using for this project. So basically got everything discounted. Everything but like I think everything but the purple heart, actually. Yeah, I think so. Oh, all right. It's already sold out. Oh no. Oh. Oh, you know, I see what happened. Got it. All right, so this board actually has the opposite problem, where the other one was sort of like this. This one, you know, kind of convex. This one's concave. So we've got a little gap right here. So that's why we're doing it like this. If I had a joint to it, I'd make quick work of it. But kind of like anything, and what the hell? Not like anything in woodworking. If you don't have the thing, there's usually a way you can work around it. Just, you know, makes it a little trickier. Finish your Christmas shopping. I don't think I've gotten one single gift. Nope. Not at all. All right. Boy, I might want. Well, I might want even more, but we'll start there. We'll start there. Water's up to 1 billion. Jesus. All right. All right, I'm gonna go over and take just a little bit more. There's just a teensy bit of the rough hewn stuff that I want to get rid of. So it's gonna be like a 1/16 of an inch more. Also, you'll notice I was able to go much faster through that because cherry is not nearly as dense as Purple Heart, or as maple for that matter. They're called pinatagrams. Holiday pinatas that come pre-filled with candies. That's fun. If I won $1 billion, I'm building a commune. All right. And adjust this again. I'm thinking, depending on weather and whatnot, tomorrow during the day I might do a short little shop stream, because also tomorrow evening, I forgot to say this on Tuesday, probably because I was planning on streaming yesterday, but we've got the new D&D game that we're doing with John is DMing again, and then we've got Glitter and Glitter's Bo Gaskin. We're all play D&D. It'll be his first D&D, which I think is kind of exciting. Okay. Whew. Bum, bum, bum. That's a lot of work. It looks so fun. You're joining as you go. You're not talking to me. Got it. All right. Aaron. It will be John's first time DMing D&D, actually, now that you mention it. That is true. All right, and the Padook. One of my favorite woods. But this wood is just beautiful, man. I love Padook so much. All right, what do we got? Just more than 5. A little less than 5. Less than 5, okay. Well, so. Figure 4 7/8 should be enough. Wait. No, it is 4 7/8. I need 3 7/8. A total dial, that's fun. Oh. So, Elena, when you're asking if I was joining at the end, I don't know, you might have been talking to me, but yeah, so essentially I just need to, like sometimes when you go to certain stores, you might be able to get wood that is already sort of milled to dimension. I got rough sawn wood, so it's much cheaper, but you actually have to do all of the milling yourself. So I'm just bringing it to dimension. I'm getting these edges straight. Once we get these edges straight, then I'm going to run them through this way and cut the thickness. And what I'll end up with is pieces like this. This is some walnut that I did earlier. So I feel like this is one that I had in the oven already. So I just cut it to the thickness that I want. And then, because technically I can just plane this off, but I don't know, it's like an 1/8 of an inch material. I can use that for something, right? So that's what we're doing. We're getting that all done. And once I have that all done, then I can start cutting it to the strips that I want. And then we'll do a glue up or two. That is the current plan. All right. I think I said this already, right? Nope. Oh, I see what happened. Yep. But yes, it is a lot of work. It was also, again, I'm doing this sort of by makeshifting some tools that would make it otherwise much quicker, right? So that's part of how much work this is. About almost losing a body part? Nope, I don't know what you're talking about. I think I had it out still. Where is it? Maybe I put it away. Oh, you know it's downstairs. I was using a tool called a debriding tool to get some rust off, and I had never used one before, and it did not work right. Picking things I'm not qualified to do. Spoo, one of these times I'm going to come find you. I will. Don't think I won't. Oh, and this one, again, is not straight, so. Can I split the difference? But this jig is made to be able to do like angles, but I can also do just flat. Actually, I kind of wish it was bigger, to be honest. Both have weird set. Guys. Oh shit, that is way more than I want to take off. Screwed up. Yeah, that's more I want to take off. Let's put it right at 4. Okay. All right. Okay. It's just a little fiddly, that's all. With the eSIM crap? Yeah. I haven't upgraded my phone in a little while. I bet that I'm probably due. Well, it's not going to happen anytime soon, but I bet that I am probably due. All right, try this again. Okay. I should maybe write them about that. Like, 'cause this is not not been used much, and the way that that just shattered was crazy. Should go back and clip it from the stream actually, and be like, "Hey, I did not over tighten it, and here's my proof." Okay, try it again. I think even more. Just extra safety? Yeah. Did you get your older model? That's fun. Okay. No, you know what we're going to do? Do like 4 1/8. All right. Ow, damn it. And if you think this is fiddly, wait until we try to resaw the board. It's the same thing, but with the saw running. Okay. Okay. I'm ready to run this no matter what. There we go. Okay. Whew. It's getting cold in here. I want to run that heater on. It's all on. Here we go. Just gotta make sure that we hit everything. Looking good. That'll work great. Okay, so that is the edge joint of all of them. Now we got to go back through all of them with a fence up and trim just a smidgy bit off the other side. We're done with this guy for now. And get my fence back on. Okay, and then now I can use the side that I just cut against this fence and use that as a reference for the other side. Find your eyeball snapper? Congrats. Real quick. Jesus. Dust over everything. Hate that. I might adjust this just a little bit. And hopefully not breaking on. That's a bag of Cheetos? No, it's some Padook. It is a very, very orange wood. And one of my favorites. Oh, oops, damn it. Where'd I go? We got some Padook, we've got some Purple Heart, we got all kinds of wood colors happening. Do the other side too. There we go. And one more time on this side just to be sure. There we go, pretty much even tension the whole way down. Boy, I can start to see my breath here. We got to get the heat back on. Well, let me see what temperature it is now. Yeah. Nice brisk 36. All right, so compared to the other one, this should be easy. Lots of room. And we can also bring our saw down significantly. There we go. Okay, dust collection coming down. Saw going on. You know what? I might actually, I think I have an order here. Yep. Set up a feather board. And that'll just ensure that the wood is up against this fence the whole time. Especially because it's going to be a variable thickness. There we go. Okay. We're in corner to corner crochet with color changes. I don't know what that means, but it sounds like it's probably pretty cool. Okay, they're on. And that is our first board, milled up the whole thing. If you let us teach you. No. I don't need more hobbies. I'm good at hobbies. I'm good. So this one is milled up. We are going to cut along its thickness yet. It's called a resaw. But that one's done. Okay. This one I still have to cut off this section, but we should be able to manage without it yet. I actually know a fair bit of actors that do crochet. Yeah, that's one. The board will be 7 and 1/16 thick. Should be good. Okay. Hopefully we'll make pretty quick work of these. Again, that cherry is significantly less dense, but as you can see, I'm pretty sure you guys can see this on the camera. I need to take this a little bit more off. We still have some rough sawn stuff right there. More. Gonna need even more. Okay, just a teensy little bit right there. So we still have to get it. All right, cherry done. Oh boy. Okay. Hey, Annika, how are you? All right, and now the purple heart. This one's going to be particularly interesting because, again, it's such a dense wood. Very, very dense. All right, so that's at 7 3/4. That's not touching the blade. This is another one I might end up taking in 2 passes. Yeah, so many people have over 1 million duckies. Okay. Boy, I really do have concerns about that section there. Okay. And done. So now I'm making purple dust. Now I'm going to take off more. No, I didn't get a messy, but I'm going to take off more. Very colorful sawdust boogers. Yeah. So I'm going to get to, oh, you know what? I know why. Because I went downstairs and did excavation point screen start. And that would have turned everything on. I don't know that I could hear it if you guys did do it, for what it's worth. But actually, I legitimately don't do that during a cut. I do solo a needle felting stream. That is true. I am aware of that. All right, purple heart done. And that one's going to be a bitch and a half to resaw. Whew. Going to go like a million passes. Actually, after I'm done doing the other edge, I am going to turn the heat back on and just wait for a minute. So I can't run the saw and the space heater at the same time because it pops a breaker. All right. About that. Okay, I'm just going to get right into the maple. Maple's another hard one. It's not as hard as the Purple Heart, but it's another pretty dense wood. One of the reasons I like it so much. Is that from Craig, the featherboard? Yes. I would like to try the, what's that brand that has the foam ones? Like BOW or something like that? BWO? I don't remember. But they have really interesting, used to work there, no kidding. Well, tell you what, man, they've been up to some really interesting stuff lately. Well, I've got all kinds of Craig products, actually. Back in the corner here, we got the Craig router table. Woodpecker's lift, but a Craig router. Well, come on in. We're just milling up, and then I got a resaw, and then I got a plane again. But then we might be able to get some of a glue up started, and that would be great. Also, it is 29 degrees outside, and I can't have the heat on with the saw running at the same time. So right now, it's just real cold. Grab food and hot chocolate. I had a late lunch, so I'm probably going to grab food after the stream. So something like 7:30, 8 o'clock my time. All right. This is going to be the last one that we have to edge, and then we're good. I got certain building tours in the global headquarters. No shit. That's awesome.
It
Hell yeah. No, they
seems
got
we
all kinds of
have a
things
new
that I
follower.
really enjoy. It's cool because they're one of the few sort of woodworking first companies that also sort of strive for affordability. Right? Like you got your woodpeckers, but whew, a bit of premium there. Okay. Hey, run. All right. Yeah, now we got all kinds of stuff. Oh, man. Okay, put those heaters on, man. Holy shit. Oh. All right. Now, after this, we get to resaw. Whew. Yeah, I can see my breath. All right, great. I'm pretty determined to try to be able to do this through winter. Oh, you know what else I like about Craig? It's blue. So I got that gas furnace for you. I don't know if that's going to work out. Oh, man. I have two space heaters in here. I just can't run them at the same time that I'm running the saw and the shop vac that I had for dust collection, because that trips the breaker. So I got multicolor sawdust over everything. Oh, boy, boy. Whew. So, have a good night, Sophie. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, no, sorry, that's definitely something that I want to do. I mean, my brother and I have talked about, like, hold on. We'll do a tour kind of while I'm waiting for the heat to warm up. So, up over here in this corner, like up here, I kind of want to have like maybe a through wall heat and air conditioning unit. That would be really, really neat. So that way I could also do it when it gets really warm in the summer as well. But you can see there's one of the heater units right there. Mini split heat pump. Yeah, so there's two kinds. I don't remember. I've done some research on it. I have notes. I don't recall. There's like a mini split heat pump, and then also other more different one that I can't remember the name of. I don't know. Actually, you know, let's do this so you guys can see me for now. All right. Oh, you still can't see my face. Oh. Hey, Jody. The splits are nice because they do hot and cold. Yeah, yeah. So there's two kinds that do hot and cold. Like I said, I couldn't remember the names of them offhand, but I have done some research into it. And there's already a 220 breaker in there. So like, because for my brother's car, so like theoretically, we could have that heater and cooler. I would love to have a like an air filtration just for you know, small door dust. Woo, tripped. And then you know, maybe like 220 for like a nice dust collection or something. I don't know. But also the thing with all of that, this also isn't my house, right? So here's what it is. Oh man. Whew. Getting there. Yeah, when I can't remember what it's called. I'm not, you know, I don't really know that much. But no, I've looked into that as a more permanent option, especially once it's in summer too, because it's, you know, we're 29 outside. I can see my breath in the garage right now, but I'm not super uncomfortable. My feet maybe a little bit. So I can manage this. It's when it gets colder that it's a problem. And then once it gets like above 80, then I'm also usually not happy with it. Might adjust my, and I'll unplug this on first. I don't know what the hell that song was. Okay. My the saw's off right now, don't worry about it, by the way. I've got my zero clearance insert in there, and it's sticking up just a little bit on the top. I'm just making it stick up like that. Oh boy. You don't have insulation in the walls? There is more than none, but not enough. I also recently took off all of the molding or the trim here and filled in all those corners. And I also have plastic on there. Oh, there's also a door back here on the other side that I did the same thing for. That door, what I need to do too is probably figure out how to winterize that too. All right. Yeah, I can't tell if it's just the floofy bit here. Would just be a matter of weight, actually. I think it's good. Oh. Save DK. Stop it. Injured myself like once. Recently. Okay. So, again, for anybody who's joining us, the next step that I got going is I'm going to do what's called a resaw, which means that I'm going to take the thickness and trim it off, and then I'll have a thin sheet like this, and then my actual material that I have that. I've got a thin kerf blade, about as thin as I can get. Ideally, if you want to resaw, you do it on like a bandsaw probably, because that is sort of the thinnest blade you can really, I can't think of a blade that would be thinner than that really. Scroll saw maybe. But that is the next order of business. Hey, drive safe. That's not a blizzard. I just ran out of head and shoulders. All right, so my thickness that I want to eventually end at is going to be 1/2 inch. So I'm actually cutting these about a 1/16 proud of that. This particular board, I think this is 4/4. Why does it feel so thick? Oh, yeah. Maybe the other ones are just thinner. All right. Oh, man. What I might do after I'm done here is take the snowblower out too, actually. That'd be an idea. But once I have those, then I can cut my strips into the thickness that I want and then glue them together. And hopefully that works out just fine without any weirdness or fuck-ups. We'll see. Oh, boy. Come on, did I miss anything in chat? I'm planning on turning a part of our garage into a woodworking area. Oh, no shit. That's awesome. Already has an AC unit in it. I'm jealous of that. Well, I guess a little more sense with where you guys are at. Been taking out the electric baseboard heaters? Oh, gotcha. I see what you're saying. Yeah. Because of gas heat. Yeah. And eventually put those heaters in the lower garage. So what's you have an upper garage? What does that mean? What does that mean? All right. Can sort of get things mostly set up here. Man, my brother's gonna go bowling. All right. It's about to get even colder. Oh, man. All right. Woo. All right, at least he shut the garage as soon as he could. The door, I mean. Okay. I'm gonna wait a second yet. The problem is that this next operation you have to take in many passes. So we're just going to wait for the heat to go up a little bit. And essentially, I'll just run the board through, flip it around, run it like through again, go up a little while, just a little bit, run the board through, flip around, run the board through, go up a little bit, run the board through, and then until I have the whole thing split. Takes a while. Trying to think if I can, anything that I can really work on while I'm waiting for the heat. I mean, I can clean up some of the sawdust, but we're just making a lot more. Oh, I'm gonna want this guy. Oh man. What sucks is that it's supposed to get even colder. Much, much colder. I should maybe not have this wood by the window. It's supposed to be snowing right now. I can't see anything. Okay. What happens if I only have one of them running? Can I do that? Is that gonna work? Because it's the amps as you initially run the saw. Don't think it's getting snow until Saturday? I'm jealous of that. Supposed to get quite a bit of snow. Okay, we'll start with this one because it's pretty narrow. The cherry and the Purple Heart's going to be obnoxious because of, again, how very, very dense that wood is. Okay. Yeah, that's what we got. No way for me to see. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, snow Friday, snow Sunday. So excuse me, snow Friday, snow Saturday. Sunday, high of 9, low of -5. And then right after, it's supposed to get back up into the 40s again. So who knows? All right. Okay. Saturday's the only day you live in the house. Okay, well. And that's probably good there. Sunday that is 16. Man, I'd take 16. Tell you what. No, especially because there's stuff that I want to do. Thursday high is 52. Yeah, yep. Ours is not too dissimilar. Oh yeah, let's see if let's just see if this trips the breaker. All right. Air on. Saw on. Oh, I forgot I unplugged it. Yep. All right. So is it only when I run both? I feel like it's gonna. I don't want it to break them. I don't want to hit a breaker in the middle of the operation. All right. Down that. There we go. Okay. And here we go. All right, still working. want to take it real slow. Damn it. That's what I wanted to not have happen. Try it again, I guess. Raise that blade up a bit. Roll in. Eileen, I don't know if you can hear me very well right now, but the plan is going to be to probably stream from here earlier, and then do the D&D thereafter. It'll be kind of a split stream. Got a lot to do. Jim. All right. So yeah, we just got to do that like 5 more times. Yeah, so Eileen, I'll probably be streaming from here on Friday early, then take a break for a couple hours to shower quick, get some food, and then go live again. That is the current plan. He's got a detached garage. Nice. Gotcha. You call that your upper garage. Got it. Got it. Well, that's pretty sweet, man. I'm jealous of that. I feel like your hubby and I would get along. All right. So, and then both of these pieces will have to go into the planer before they can really be used. I'll label them so it's just easier for myself later. And then I've got this piece that I can use for like splines or a veneer or, you know, who knows what else. Anyway, Zimph, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Boy, something that I realized as I was doing that operation here is that the cherry and purple heart pieces that I have, actually, hold on, let's do this first, are quite tall. We'll see how I want to do that, especially with the purple heart. That's going to take many, many passes because we want to take little cuts because of how dense that wood is. Looking for some caltrops. What? Are you expecting to be home alone over Christmas? All right. Whew. Going through your old magic cards. Oh, I missed that part. Got it. Excellent. Oh, boy, oh boy. Okay. Whew. Okay. Man, we'll just run this for a little while. Luckily, there's a remote for the heater. That's kind of nice. Have a good night, Elaine. Thank you for hanging out. Yeah, we really do, right, Si? There's kind of a number of things. I'm out of water. I think I got another bottle over here. I do. Oh, boy, oh boy. So, yeah, let me see. Actually, let's just see if I can even do it. That's a nope. Yeah. Huh. All right, well, what now, Derek? Does not like to go fishing? I mean, I don't know how much I like to go fishing, but more than none, but not as much as, certainly as much as my dad. All right, so what I should actually do then is rip this before I trim it down. Problem. I'm thinking. And this is pretty much the same story, I think. Yeah. Okay. That's annoying. Got some weird. Might actually put this side through again. Yeah, I'm gonna do that real quick. All right, let's trim that edge again. Oh, I gotta turn this off. God damn it. It's still off. This right quick. No, here we go. I do like working with maple an awful lot. Okay. Just out of curiosity, actually, I think that I want to check. I want to check my dust collection here, because last time when I was doing this, I clogged the thing. And unplug this out. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Not too bad. Okay. right about here. Oop. Yeah. If I really wanted to make this perfect, I would bring the blade down, but I don't want to. So I'm fighting it. Okay. I feel like I want that even tighter. As if you don't want this to drift whatsoever. If it's hard for me to push it through, then that's about right. Oop. That's what I wanted to avoid. Yep. Damage the end. Shoot, dang. That becomes the side that we're going to cut off. Okay. And that's resaw. Here we go. Forgot. Gotta unplug it. willing to bet the dust collector clogged. Willing to bet the dust collector is either full or clogged. Oh, all right, well, that was fun. Yeah, right in the gut. Good grief. I was getting pelted. Okay, well. Maybe be wearing a respirator if it's going to do that. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, with the way that it was coming up before the saw even did anything, plug the saw again. Oh boy, all right, so I need to sawdust everywhere. Oh man. Oof. Yeah, I'm gonna say the dust collection is maybe clogged. It's a guess. That's a guess. I don't know. I don't know if you can tell, but if you look real close. Actually, I think it's just clogged in the saw itself. Oh, maybe not. All right. We did this earlier, and a bunch of Hadoop sawdust came out. That was pretty fun. Try this again. Yeah, you can see the resistance in there because it's expanding. Okay, great. God damn it. Okay, well, I'll deal with you in a second. Oh yeah, no, it's all plugged up. Gosh, shoot. I wonder how the bucket's doing. Bucket's fine, bucket's fine. Well, I can see, yeah, okay, so. Okay, where'd my thing go? Oh, sorry. That's exactly what I thought would happen. Oop, boy. I just blew it across the garage. Oh, boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay. You know, flashlight. All right, well, let me turn both the heaters on because it's going to be a second before I run that saw again. Oh, boy. The kindling, yeah, right? Well, I mean, that's sort of the genuine worry, frankly. Oh, okay. Yeah. Saw's unplugged right now. Crying out loud. All right. Goodness. Whew. That's still a bunch of. Wait, how am I going to get that? Man. Well, if that's going to be how it's going to be, I don't know. I guess I just got to take smaller passes. Yeesh. Oh, just all sorts of. It's barely noticeable, yeah. All right, we're going to blow through the chute this way. Oh yeah, that's good. still a bunch stuck in there. Would it be easy to vacuum out? No, because there's currently like a clump that I'm trying to get out. Yeah, like I can't even. Need a bigger stick. This might work. There it goes. Okay, great. What a mess. All right, and now now I got to figure out how I want to unplug this guy. So the problem that I'm sure I'm running into is this hose, while it's awesome because it can expand and contract, is not smooth on the inside. There's lots of ridges. And when you have sort of the bigger curlicues like that, like here, let me grab a handful. When you have sort of the bigger like curlicues like this, it can get stuck in that hose and build up. And that's what's happened. My hose is like orange from the Paducah earlier. Oh. Just take like a stick and put it through. Like, gonna be thin enough? Like, technically? Okay. Well, this is fun. This is exactly what I wanted to have happen on stream. There's barely any coming out the other side. Got some though. Right the other way. I'm trying to think of what I could use that would work best. That's also not going to damage the hose. A little worried about this guy damaging the hose. Let's see, over here I got some other smaller pieces that could work. Got these strips of poplar that could work. Yeah. There's some stuff right here. Okay. 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 All right, I think that's working about as good as it's going to now. Oh, boy. I should show you guys the pile on the floor right now. Well, that's barely any section. Oh, no, I guess it's okay. I wonder if I think I've got an even bigger problem. I think that this guy is full up. Which could also be partially why it's then not getting as much suction. So the bag is a little full. I don't know how full this bag can get. I don't know how to proceed, actually. Because the only thing this is ever used for is on my tools, right? So do I just throw away filter bag to be used to pick up dry debris only? It's got the filter in there. There's a little bit. I don't know if you guys can see it. No, you guys can't see it at all. Oh. Well, this could be part of it. This is walnut. And I haven't done walnut today. Also, this was supposed to get sucked up by the cyclone. Yeah, no, this is all messed up. Oh boy. Hey, Aurora! No, I took the thing out and I'm like, wait a minute. Whew, got sawdust everywhere now. I don't think I have any extra filter bags for this. Man, it's just all over everything. Ah, man. Always something. Well, let me take my, oh, back here. Take my poplar back through here again. Yeah, this doesn't feel like there's anything in here at all. Okay. So, that's interesting. Yeah, so I guess I'll bet that it is actually just right here that's doing it. I don't know how to get this off without tearing the cardboard that's here. Tell me how to undo you. That's French. This is also not helpful. Separate, or removal instructions. Separate cardboard collar from inlet tube by sliding the bag toward center of vac drum. What? Separate cardboard collar from inlet tube. Like, am I supposed to take it off the cardboard completely? Boy. Yeah, no, it's stuck right there. Tell you what. Oh, here we go. Here we go. All right. I've identified the problem. So these bags aren't exactly reusable, huh? So the question becomes then, do I want to go get more bags? Try to empty this bag. Huh. Because the filter itself that's in here is fine. And I don't know if it's better to have the bag like this or not. Also, this is 100% what's going on. Jesus. Yeah. There. That was what was in the inlet, just right here. Because this isn't full, I guess I just put it back on. And that was just what was going on there. Is that got plugged? Again, because when I was doing the walnut, I took a little thicker passes, and I'm gathering that I can't. That's what my that's what I have deduced. Okay, after it's removed, can I put it back on? Filter bag to be used in pickup dry debris only. Correct positioning of cardboard collar is required to assure proper seal. Locate 2 ribs on inlet tube inside drum. Slide cardboard collar onto inlet tube and position cardboard collar in between the 2 ribs. The 2 ribs? I don't see 2 ribs. I see 1 rib. Is that supposed to be a rib? This doesn't have 2 ribs. With cardboard collar securely installed, unfold and position filter bag inside drum as shown. Okay, well. Well, might as well blow this out as long as I'm getting dust everywhere. But yeah, I mean, so the suction for sure was certainly part of this whole issue. Okay, so two. Does this come off? I'm very knowledgeable, I promise. Wait, hold on. Let's see if I can get like half to the other side. Oh, nope. Oh, I tore it. Oh, no. Well, now I can't use the bag. Actually, it might have been torn before, to be honest. Okay. Yeah, so then the question becomes, do I try to run this without the filter bag in it and just use the filter? I don't know if that's how I want to work that. Oh, so what I think I got to do is go get another filter. Or a box of them or whatever. That sucks. Yep. So now I guess I gotta figure out what like model or filter bag I need. Okay. Well, y'all, what time is it? Yeah, it's cutting it a couple hours short. That sucks. I wonder how bad the snow is at this point. I might try to run to Home Depot very quick. It's very close. That sucks, man. Did the camera die? Is that what happened? Or is it just my little thing here? No, camera's good. Okay. It's just my little tablet here. There's so much dust everywhere. That sucks. I was hoping to at least get a glue up done today. But I'm not about, obviously, as you can see, I'm not about to try to do that operation without dust collection. Okay, well, thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate you. Is anybody live that you want me to send y'all to? Who needs dust collection? I do. Badger's live? Oh, hell yeah. Let's send y'all the badge, yeah. And then I'm going to try to sweep this up and then run to Home Depot. God, that sucks. Hey, my teacher, how you doing? How you doing, brother? Yeah, no, so if you're just joining us, which I'm pretty sure you are, I just did some resawing on the table saw. And in the middle of the last one, we started getting a lot of dust. And we figured out why. It's because the shop vac itself was clogged up from yesterday. Damn. And don't start for another 25 minutes? That is crazy. That doesn't even make sense. That doesn't even make sense. I'm going to dust myself off. Man. Oh, anyway. This one's not going to work. All right, y'all. Thank you guys for hanging out. I'm sorry that I got to cut this short. Always something. Always something. How's it goes? That's how it goes. All right, y'all. I am going to see y'all tomorrow. I'm going to hopefully be doing some more stuff tomorrow, which is why I'm going to get a bag tonight yet. And then we've got a new D&D game with Glitter and Mr. Dan Gaskin, which will also be fun. Let's see. All right, am I done? Yeah, Garbaggio Place. Why is that not? Oh my God. There, do it this way. All right, guys. See you later. Have a good night. Bye. Oh, what a mess, man. What a mess. Yeah, absolutely. I'm not going to be able to talk in Baggio's stream. Let him know that I'm currently cleaning up a dust storm. Oh, man, there's stuff over here. Oh, it's just everywhere, dude. Oh, my God. Yeah. I'm going to have to dust everything. Well, it's more than just me blowing it everywhere. Like, it's from before. I mean, obviously it wasn't working as well as it ought to have before, and I just didn't notice until it got really, really bad, when it started just absorbing nothing. That's when it got particularly bad. Gosh. Okay.